This is the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, broadcasting from Sandy's Beef and Ale, where friends and family go for great food and all the big games since 1967. Each week, we broadcast from 2028 Old Lincoln with the stars from the Bucks County football teams. We now go live to Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Here now is your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
Good evening. Welcome to the High School Coaches Roundtable Show here on WBCB. We're at Sandy's Beef and Ale, and we get a moment to talk with our local high school football programs each week. And today we have our Coaches Roundtable starting with Coach Wargo of the Challenger program. He coaches the Mustangs. And Coach, tell us a little bit about that program and about Sandy's long-standing support, as we have a basket raffle coming up on Monday to support high school football players helping special needs athletes play the game of football.
Thank you, Chris, for bringing me up here tonight and talking a little bit about the program.
And thanks for giving us some time. Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. Always would like to talk about the program, and like to thank Sandy's Beef and Ale for their continuous support that we've had over the past 18 plus years.
Hey, I heard they have like a big screen TV. There's going to be Flyers tickets that are part of this basket raffle going on Monday, again, to support Challenger football. That's pretty good.
That's what I've heard. And we've been out getting some prizes, gift cards and things like that from different restaurants. We got a big gift card from Michael's Jewelers and over in the Yardley area.
Nice.
And quite a few other things coming in. So there'll be about 30 baskets or so here Monday night.
All right, Bob, can you tell us a little bit about the program, kind of how it got started, and what it's all about? Some of the football players who join us here, and the coaches also supporting Challenger football on Sundays at Neshaminy.
Yeah, the program got started about 19 years ago, and we've been at it ever since. The head coach at Neshaminy at the time, Coach Schmidt, he had put the idea into our heads because he had seen a program up in Lansdale with the North Penn team running a program. And we kind of picked it up from there. And as he said, I gave you the ball and you ran with it. Anyway, we've been doing this, my wife and I, and several other coaches that have worked with me in the past, and certain coaches that are now working with me from other different programs in the area. What we try to do is bring other areas, teams involved, Neshaminy, Pennsbury, Bristol Borough, Council Rock South we got working with us this year. And the players from these teams act as buddies for the special needs kids. Basically the program is a special needs driven program. The athletes are all with special needs. And there's also a cheerleading program for the girls. And when some of the girls want to play flag football, they're more than welcome. What we try to do is simulate a high school practice session, and then we have a break where the Neshaminy Parents Club gives us the pretzels and water, and the kids bond a little bit with their buddies. These bonds are lasting friendships, and we have kids that have been coming for years, and their buddies have been with them as friends for years. So that's one of the big things to see with this program. Basically, we start off our practice by getting other practice. We clap it up a little bit. We do some stretching exercises. And then when we break from there, we break into two main groups. There's a younger group of athletes, from 5, 6 years old to maybe 12. And then the older athletes go down the other end of the stadium and work there. We set up a group of stations, 5 stations, a running station over the rope ladders, a passing catch station, kicking station, a tackling station, and then we rotate every 5 or 6 minutes.
You guys go through all the high school football drills, and
we try to simulate as many of them as we can, and the buddies will help the special needs athletes. If there's something maybe that they can't do, the buddies help them through it. And it's really great to see, and then it's a win-win for everybody. The buddies love it. The kids idolize these guys, and when we have home games at Neshaminy, some of the kids come out as our players of the week, and they go out for the coin toss.
Nice.
And it's nice when they see their buddies, without just T-shirts and shorts on like they see him on Sundays when they see him with the full pads and all. It's like they're looking up at him like, holy cow, these guys are big.
All right, well, you guys are going to get some support from Sandy's with the basket raffle on Monday. I encourage people to come on out here, check it out. Again, some great prizes and a great cause. And as we go through tonight's show, we're going to be asking some of the student athletes that join us for our high school coaches roundtable about charities, causes that might be close to their hearts. I know the NFL has like a week where the players put certain charities and causes on their cleats right now.
Right.
So we'll check in with the players about that. But Challenger football is awesome. And, again, getting support with the basket raffle from Sandy's. But you guys also got some support from the Eagles a couple of years ago, and that was kind of cool. You were on the field recognized as one of the charities that the Eagles, community partners.
A community quarterback, they said. And it was pretty neat, you know.
That's pretty good.
I've never been on the turf down there, but, boy, when you look up at the stands and 70,000 people, wow. Must be great to be able to play in there.
Well, really cool that you guys were recognized in that way, and that the Eagles also supporting a great cause, Challenger football in Bucks County. Thanks to Coach Bob Wargo for joining us.
Yeah, my wife, and my wife is the, I like to call her the brains behind the outfit because she does all the book work, and I could never do any of that stuff.
Well, you're like the head coach, and she's the GM.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's a good idea. She's sitting back there, so now she knows she's been the general manager.
All right, well, we get to meet all the teams here. So we got Egan with us, Council Rock North, Council Rock South, Neshaminy in the house. We'll talk to Pennsbury tonight. The Bristol Warriors are here. I don't know if anybody else has joined us.
I see Morrisville. I see them. They might be here. Council Rocks are both here.
Yeah, we've had 9 teams
that's
throughout
a good turnout.
this year.
A good turnout.
So
everything's really working real well.
Really appreciate that participation and all the coaches and players that join us. We'll meet them when we return to Sandy's in just a little bit as we step aside right now for our high school coaches roundtable.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thanks, Bob.
And
Your
thank
day-to-day
you,
life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale High School Coaches Roundtable show on WBCB, and we get together each week, joined by the local high school football programs. We thank the coaches and the players for giving us a little bit of time and joining us to enjoy some sandwiches, talk about last week's games, get ready for next week's action, and we start with the Council Rock North Indians looking for their first win against Cheltenham. It's been a tough team, but a team that only has one win. So opportunity maybe for the Indians this week. Always a chance when you're looking to go 1-0 each and every week, and Coach Gober is with us. We thank him for hanging out here at Sandy's. Yeah, so as this season progresses, I'm sure you guys have been asked, how do you bounce back? How do you bounce back? Well, how do you guys get it done this week against Cheltenham? What's the formula?
Sure. Well, I think any game you go into, the key is not turning the ball over. So I stress each week, I'm the offense coordinator, I stress each week to our guys, eliminate FIPS, fumbles, interceptions, penalty, sacks. So if you can cut down on those or eliminate those, you generally have a chance each week. So that's what we're trying to go for, eliminate those mistakes and accentuate on the positives that we can do with our program.
And is that something that you guys have been preaching throughout this year because it's been 100%. Kind of a thing plaguing you?
Yeah, since I came aboard last year, that was my main message for our offense.
Well, Coach, we have so many players to meet, always a pleasure. And I want to ask everybody about their favorite moment in their school day. And you said you might have a good answer for that.
Sure. Well, lunchtime would be a great time for me.
Yeah.
But I teach 4 periods in a row before that, so it's always good to have a lunch period.
Well, lunchtime seems like chaotic, though. Yeah. Like, do you
have
not
your
my
own
room,
like,
private little lunch area?
No, just my classroom.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. All right, well, these guys getting ready for Cheltenham this week. The Council Rock North Indians with us. We'll talk to Council Rock South in a little bit, but, Coach, tell us who you brought with you for our show tonight.
Okay, sure. So this is John Osbeck. He's a center for us. He's a senior, 2-year starter. And when I came aboard last year, I really didn't know his name was John, maybe until this year, because everyone just calls him Ozzy.
Gotcha.
Right, so one of our captains, a good leader, good role model for all the players in our program.
All right, so we got Ozzy and Gavin.
Yep, this is Gavin over here. Gavin is a unique story. He's a sophomore. Okay, he's our quarterback right now, and this is his second year of playing football.
Wow.
So
it's a pretty steep learning curve.
Absolutely, and this young man here, he's also plays baseball. You gave up basketball, right?
Yep.
Or is it the other way around? No.
Yeah, I'm giving up basketball.
Right.
Yep.
So he's very intelligent. Very knowledgeable, asks a lot of questions. You know, as recently as our scrimmage against William Tennant, when some of the other sophomores weren't knowing where to line up, what to play, what type of route to run, he's there breaking the huddle and telling all these guys, you have this, you have that. So as far as, back in the summer, he was very intelligent, very bright young man, and we're excited about his future.
Yeah, that's very impressive with that limited experience.
Sure.
John, we'll talk to you first. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so what's the energy like at practice this week? Do you feel like you guys have been able to keep a good, sustained level, and even though, still fighting for that first win, that you guys are still practicing hard and giving it 100?
Yeah, so this week I think we've brought a lot more focus. Today we actually had a lot of energy today at practice. I felt like it was a pretty solid practice.
Nice.
A lot of the guys were flying around, and there's more focus than we've had in the past. So I think we're really ready for this game this week.
All right, John, so how about your favorite moment in your school day?
I'd probably say lunch. I have a lot of my friends in my lunch this year, along with a lot of my teammates are in it too. It's like a really big lunch for seniors. So that's probably the best part.
Nice. Then you get a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
And get back to your day. All right. What are you hearing about Cheltenham? What are the keys this week for you guys to get that first win?
I think a lot of it's execution. Like Coach Gober said, FIPS is something we've talked about all year. And for me, that's not just FIPS, but also the snapping part because I'm the center. So that's what I bring to it. I got to make sure my snaps are good, make sure the count's all right. So that's something that I have to bring. But just really execution. A lot of times mistakes are our biggest enemy, so we just got to.
I mean, when it comes to the FIPS, has it been a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
One game it's this, one game it's that. It's becomes a little bit of a challenge to clean that up, but it's a process that you guys are going through right now. And if you guys play clean in this Cheltenham game, that is going to be huge for you. All right, so all the players that join us here, I'm going to ask about the best team hair. Who's got the best look in the locker room? we'll make some nominations. You guys can come up with an answer together. Maybe all three of you guys
Well,
can.
I know it's not me.
Coach Gober, yeah.
And I've seen some of the other guys in the locker room with, and
That's a good look, though. I mean,
Well,
hey, if that's,
yeah, I mean, it's better than the alternative. But some of the guys in our locker room after they're playing and practicing and stuff, none of them looks good. Maybe it's Ozzy with the mullet.
And any nominations? We'll put that on ice for right now. Table that for the moment and ask you, except for Coach Gober, want to exclude the coaches that are joining us here on the round table tonight, but want to ask everybody about their favorite coach and how that relationship kind of helped to form you. It could be somebody on the football program, could be a t-ball coach, somebody who was a soccer coach, that memorable type of relationship.
I'd probably say for me right now, it's definitely Coach Buck, our offensive line coach. He's someone I've worked with a lot. He was in the weight room with us a lot the off season, so I've had a lot of conversations with him, and I've worked with him a lot, so he probably is the closest connection for me.
Yeah, it's like he puts in the time and keeps that relationship going. All right. Well, John, thank you for being with us. Good luck this week against Cheltenham. As we turn to your teammate, Gavin, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us about what that experience has been like, going from not playing football to being the quarterback here of a high school varsity team.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely come with some challenges, and I've helped to overcome them with the help of my coaches and my teammates. It's been really fun. Yeah.
I mean, it's quite a journey. So I'll ask you the same question about your favorite coach that maybe on this team or at some point in the past.
Yeah, my favorite coach is probably Coach Gober, probably because he helps me a lot with everything.
I didn't pay him.
No, yeah, he helps me a lot with everything. If I have a question, I go to him. He's always available if I ever needed him.
All right, how about this week against Cheltenham? What do you think the key is for you guys to get a big win?
Yeah, we just need to be mentally and physically sharp and execute.
I mean, they only have one win, but a tough team, and you guys have your work cut out for you. How about for both you guys, like a charity or a cause? Today we were talking about Challenger football. We had Coach Wargo with us. They have a basket auction on Monday to support that program. If you had the option to put a charity on your cleats, any particular cause come to mind?
Recently we had our gold out game for Minithon, so I'd probably say Minithon is a good cause to go with.
Yeah,
they
I
do
would
some
agree with that.
support for Penn State Thon here at Sandy's with their Penn State tailgate and stuff. So same
I
for
would
you,
agree.
Gavin?
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, good luck this week against Cheltenham. I want to thank you for being with us and getting the show started. Thanks to the Council Rock North Indians. We'll bring up their sibling school now, Council Rock South, here to talk more high school football. Guys, we'll let you get back to your sandwiches.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Coach
it.
Gober, John, Gavin.
Yep, thank you.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my lovely wife, who sometimes eats lunch with me in the classroom. Her name's Nicole, so I couldn't do this without her.
Well, that also is what makes that lunch period your favorite part of the day.
100%.
Okay. Well done, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, thanks to Council Rock North
Thank
here
you.
at Sandy's. And, great support of high school football, including the Bucks County Challengers, the Mustangs. They play on Sundays with the help of some of the student athletes that join us. And at Sandy's on Monday from 6 to 9, they got the basket fundraiser. Going to be some music here. Tim Fitz will be here from Timepiece, and he'll be playing from 7 to 9. So going to be a festive, fun time, and you can support a worthy cause on Monday here at Sandy's. Also a great spot for Phillies baseball, and they start Red October, and so they're going to be doing it up. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with our roundtable show, but if that's the case, we'll figure things out when it comes to it. Hopefully we just win some games here in the postseason for the Phillies. Go Phils.
Red October.
Yes, sir. Coach Root with us as we're talking Council Rock South football, and the
Thanks
Golden Hawks are
for having
on
us.
a roll, 5-1. They get ready to do battle with Truman. And this past week, you guys narrowly got past another tough league team in the Ben Salem Owls with a 14-12 win. And right now, you guys kind of have your league destiny in your own hands with some tough games in front of you. What do you see, Coach, when you break down the Truman Tigers for this week's matchup?
Truman, same as every year. They have a lot of athletes. They're tough-nosed kids. And like I said, we have to bring our A game. If, like I said, their 1-5 record does not represent the kind of team they are. They have a lot of talent, and any given week they could beat anybody. So we have to go in focus. We've had a good week of practice so far. I'm hoping to continue our momentum through this week.
All right, so as this season has progressed, have you felt like the energy, the feeling at practice has been improving as you guys pick up wins, and then that next week I imagine you pick up energy into practice every time you guys get together?
It's definitely contagious.
Yeah.
Which is great. Our kids are bought in, and I think they see what they have in front of them. But they're also very focused in regards to one game at a time. So, we're trying to look at Truman, and that's all we got to focus on this week.
Well, again, you guys get past Ben Salem, get ready for Truman. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the roundtable.
So I have Marley Emerson. He is our junior quarterback, 2-year starter. I have Anthony Katutis, who is a two-year starter on the offensive line, also plays D-line. And I have Ryder Orwig, who is our wide receiver and defensive back.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Congratulations on the 5-1 record so far. What are you expecting this week, Marley, from the Truman Tigers? Move that microphone a little closer so
Can you hear me?
we get you nice and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. I'm expecting a good game out of Truman. Obviously, they're going to give us their best shot like they do every team. We know on film they have a lot of good defensive backs. They have a solid defensive line. So we're going to try to just do what we normally do, play hard and execute and not get penalties.
And you guys have, it seems like it's been all phases have been working together. Complementary football for this Council Rock South team, where the defense helping the offense, the special teams making some plays when they need to step up.
Mm-hmm.
How's that been helping your game?
It's definitely
motivating you.
It's definitely a good team dynamic because once our defense gets a stop, offense is right back ready to hop on the ball and go down and score. And even on special teams, we've got a lot of good special teams plays by a lot of our younger guys, and the guys just going out there giving 100% on every single play because every play matters if you want to beat the good teams and be a solid team overall.
Yeah, and that's what it takes to get to 5-1 and to keep moving forward. Marley, asking everybody who's with us tonight, or some of the players, I'm going to mix it up here, about their favorite coaches, excluding the guys who are with us at the round table. But and it could be a football coach, baseball coach, somebody who was a Little League mentor for you.
I'll probably say my favorite coach, I got two. I got Coach Stock, because I always see him in the hallways at school, and he's always just there to, motivate me, cheer me up, and, after score, he's always the first one to, dab me up and, tell me, good job, and he's always there to be out there to point out my mistakes. And Coach CJ, because he's our play caller, I'm probably, closest with him because I'm just always around him in practice, calling the plays, talking about offensive schemes. I talk to him about what I see on the defensive front of what they're doing and see what we can do. And I know he has a lot of trust in me to make the right play.
Well, that's pretty cool too. That there's a conversation that goes on. There's a dialogue, not just a monologue from the coaches, but they want to hear what you're seeing out there too.
Yeah, definitely beneficial for our offense.
All right, so we also mentioned Challenger football, the basket raffle. If there was a charity or a cause that you would put on your cleats, anything that sticks out to you?
Charity or cause?
Yeah.
I would probably say feeding kids who don't have any food, maybe giving money to donating stuff to the less fortunate, or maybe I go to a church in the city, and sometimes they don't have a lot of money, so maybe a charity that would donate money to churches.
Yeah, I think, your first one, food relief, is a great cause to support, helping hungry kids and stuff like that. Well, good luck this week as you guys get ready to continue this high school football season, get ready to do battle with the Truman Tigers, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Marley. Appreciate it. All right, we got your teammates here. Anthony is next up. All right, so what's the key this week against Truman? What has been, what would you attribute your success this season to so far?
I'd say it's just us playing physical, doing our job up front. Everyone on the field, they have their own job, and as long as we stick to our jobs, we do what we need to do, good things happen.
All right, so energy at practice has been good, I'm imagining, this week. And I'm guessing when you guys are looking at film where everybody has an assignment, you're seeing good things in that
we are.
breakdown there.
Yeah, everyone's been doing their job recently. Of course, we're 5-1. Everyone's been playing well. We've been doing what we need to do to get wins. And, yeah, the energy's been great this week. And I think as long as we come out hot, I think we're going to have a great week.
Yeah, a good start would be a great way to get things going against Truman. All right, same question that I asked Marley. How about your favorite coach?
Since I can't say Coach Root since he's here, I'd probably have to go with my D-line coach, Coach Fitz. He's a social studies teacher at the school, so I'm always talking to him. Talking to him about game planning and all that stuff in the school at practice.
Yeah, and like those guys, kind of mentors, how they kind of help to form the person you are today.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
All right, how about your favorite moment in your school day? Yeah, we get a chance. We get to meet the players a little bit. Not talking about X's and O's and everything going on the football field, but kind of what makes them tick behind the scenes.
Favorite moment of my school day, I'd probably go with plant animal science. It's a great class, you know?
Yeah.
Great teacher, Mr. Potts.
Yeah, give your
He's
teacher
a good guy.
a shout-out, Mr. Potts.
Mr. Potts.
All right. Well, good luck this week against Truman.
Thank you.
Council Rock South on a roll with a 5-1 record. And Ryder also joining us for the show. Welcome on in.
Thank you.
All right, same question about your record so far.
Mm-hmm.
What do you attribute your team's success this season?
I'll probably just say it's like all three sides of the ball. Everybody like working as one, keeping energy up at practice, like they said, and just getting better every day.
So what was the celebration like, the feeling like, as that was a close game against Ben Sale? I mean, I went right down to the wire. You guys won by 2 points. That must have had an extra special feel to it after you guys get that win. You know Ben Salem had a really good start to their season too.
Yeah, it was definitely good to be able to pull out a win, but we just know we can play better and just always get better. But it was definitely a good feeling to be able to pull out a close win.
This week focusing on improving and not looking at that, looking at what is next for this team. How about your favorite moment in your school day?
Probably.
Are you in the plant and animal science class?
No, probably probably lunch, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that's a good answer. Give you a little bit of a break, get you out of the classroom. And your favorite coach?
Probably Coach Dave, our wide receivers coach. He always gives us like good drills to do, fun drills. Bring out the water gun every once in a while.
And like squirt you down?
Yeah, while we're catching passes.
Make sure you keep that laser focus.
Yeah.
Stay locked in.
Definitely.
All right, well, good luck this week as you guys try to stay locked in against the Truman Tigers and look to advance to 6-1 here for Council Rock South. The Golden Hawks are on a roll. We thank them for being with us here for tonight's show. We'll let them get back to their seat, and we'll take another break. When we come back, we got the Pennsbury Falcons with us, and we'll have their game on Friday night. They hit the road against CB West, and we'll talk to Pennsbury when we get back to the Roundtable in just a moment.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale High School Coaches Roundtable Show on WBCB. Great to have you with us, joined now by the Pennsbury Falcons and Coach Stout. Welcome on in, Coach. Always a pleasure as you guys get set to tangle with CB West, and it is another road game for the Pennsbury Falcons. Earlier in the show, we were talking about FIPS with the Council Rock North Indians. Fumbles, interceptions, penalties. I forget what the other one was, but those things kind of have been a little bit of an issue with the Falcons, where you guys have moved the football a little bit, but then some turnovers have been a problem, and important this week to try to bring that A game against the Bucks.
Yeah, absolutely. We started with the first play. We had a penalty. We had the ball, 20-yard line. We get 5-yard penalty. Offensively
right.
Motion. So not a good way to start the game. But so you just got to go to the next play and move on.
And move on to the next week. And as you guys have gone from week to week, have you seen the players continuing to have that buy-in, the effort, and the energy at practice? I'm thinking that the process is the same with Pennsbury, just not getting the results you guys are looking for, but still putting in the work and doing that Falcon, doing what has worked in the past. But
yeah.
You just got to keep hammering away.
No, that's a good point. We have a lot of veteran coaches. We have, many of the coaches played at Pennsbury, and many of them have been with Coach Snyder for a long time. So
Right.
they go out and they keep the kids in check. The kids want to win. Sometimes I hear the players talking among themselves and, what they can do to get better. And one thing they don't do, they're not negative. At least I don't see it. They're focused on the next game, and that's about all we can do. So I think the attitude's good, the energy's good, and they'll be there. The Pennsbury district has off tomorrow, so they'll practice early, 8 a.m., so they'll be up. I mean, nobody's missing practices, and they're hungry. They want to win.
And another week where the defense plays pretty well against a tough CB South offense, but the offense just can't get things going. And so another week to work on that as you guys get ready to take on CB West. We'll have the game on WBCB, another road game for the Falcons. You guys have been putting in the miles. But Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the roundtable.
Well, I brought senior number 1, Angelo Pereira. Angelo's been kicking since the freshman, since he was a freshman. He really focused on only kicking since he was a sophomore, and he's just grown tremendously. He probably one of the best in the league, one of the best we've ever had. Gets the ball down anywhere from the 10-yard line or inside the 10-yard line or into the end zone, and for a high school player, that's pretty good. And he's not only that, he's a great kid. He's very academic. He's now helping a younger kid who just switched over from soccer to football, and he's out there working with him on a daily basis. So we're really happy to have him, and we look forward to him kicking a few more field goals.
Angelo, happy to have you with us tonight. Thanks for being here for the roundtable. So take us through your field goal this past week. Seemed like it was a good snap. It was placed down. Everything seemed like the timing was great, right through the uprights.
Yeah, I mean, Dante, me, and Caden are always out there before practice, you know, kind of just drilling it in. And the line has been working hard to block, and it's really all there is to it.
Yeah. Now, how have you been dealing with maybe a little bit of frustrations that you haven't been getting as many opportunities for extra points, for field goals, as maybe you were thinking before the season started?
I mean, I'm not so much frustrated. I just want to see the team do well. You know, I mean, that's really all that matters to me. If I have a good season or not, I just want the team to be good. And if I don't get in, it is what it is.
Right. I mean, that's the right attitude to have. Angelo Pereira with us here tonight. So tell us about your favorite moment in your school day, checking in with everybody about some non-football stuff to get to know the players that are with us.
I would probably say my architecture class, because that's what I want to major in college. I really like designing things, so I would say that.
All right, so do you have college plans already formulated? What are you thinking for next year?
Yeah, I definitely want to go to college. There's a bunch of different schools I'm considering, definitely high academic, and I do want to play football in college, so if I get that chance, I'll definitely play.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get people to see you? Do you get camps, or I mean, have you heard from some local schools?
Yeah, I mean, I went to a few camps this summer, and I post on X a lot to promote myself, and that's really it.
Kind of show your practices and your range and everything?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you hearing from your coaches? What are you picking up on this week that you guys need to do well in order to get a win against CB West?
Yeah, I mean, well, I heard that their quarterback is really good, so I think we're going to try and shut him down. And just constantly keep putting the same effort. I think that eventually it'll pay off.
All right, well, Coach Stout with us tonight, but I'm asking all the players to select their favorite coach, excluding the ones that are with us at the roundtable. We don't want to show any favoritism.
Well, definitely Coach Crocker.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Crocker has helped me a lot. I mean, he's not with us anymore, but he helped me a lot, like develop into the person I am and just a kicker in general. And also, I think Coach Cantrell has been doing a good job taking over the specialist position. Even though he's just a weightlifting coach, he's great at motivation, and he's been doing good.
Yeah, he keeps you guys going.
Yeah.
A little, what is he, kind of give a little screaming and shouting? That's what I imagine from Coach Cantrell. Maybe that's like just, he's got that crusty exterior, but he's nice and soft on the inside.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Nice, nice. Well, thanks to the Pennsbury Falcons for joining us here tonight for our high school coaches roundtable show. So we talked Challenger football. Coach was mentioning that you're working with a young kicker. How about if you had a choice for a cause or a charity that might be kind of close to your heart that you would put on your cleats if you were an NFL kind of?
I mean, I'd probably do like a cancer organization because I had a few family members pass away from cancer this year. I think it's a really important cause, and I just feel like there should be a cure for it, and that's what I would probably put on.
Yeah, very worthy cause, a fine selection, and good luck as this season continues to unfold. Was really happy that you got a chance this last week to kick a field goal, because that first field goal, I don't know, was the ball not placed down or something just didn't work right with that one. But I know, like Coach Stout was saying, you're one of the best in the area, so want to give Angelo Pereira some more chances out there, and who knows how this season unfolds. Last year you won that CB East game with a last-second kick. I mean, that must be something that you still think about a little bit.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. All right, well, good luck this week against CB West. We'll have the Falcon game on WBCB. As we got the Bristol Warriors with us as well. Let you guys get back to your sandwiches. Of course, Sandy's the home of the world-famous roast beef, the great turkey sandwiches. And again, the Pennsbury Falcons taking on CB West. We're going to be on the road with that game on the WBCB Sports Network, and you can see all of our games on YouTube at WBCB Sports as we bring up the Bristol Warriors, 5-1, as they got a big win over Interborough and get set to take on got Academy of the New Church next for Bristol. As we got the boys from the borough joining us with Coach Oros Welcome on in, fellas.
Peyton, how are you?
Congratulations on the win over Interboro, 33-20, the final there. Coach, tell me a little bit about how that game played out. Seemed like you guys kind of were able to keep them at arm's length throughout.
Yeah, I would say for the most part, I think we controlled the game pretty well. We came out firing for the most part. First drive, we went 3 and out, but besides that, we came out, ready to move. We were moving
good
the ball.
First quarter.
Yeah, it was really good first quarter. Great first half. We had a nice little 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. Stopped them coming out, and we kind of just set the tone. It felt like a good win for the program. Great win for the kids, and it was just a good week, and we're looking to build off it.
Well, you guys are off to a great start, 5-1. What do you expect from ANC?
Yeah, they do a lot of things. They have like 2 quarterbacks. They're both pretty good. The one's he can run, he can throw well. They get the ball out quick.
I mean, typically, do they mix them in one series, one guy, one series, the other guy, or is it?
I'm not really sure.
That could be a challenge just for a couple of different looks you guys are having to prepare
right.
for.
I mean, we got a game plan in place, and like I said, they get the ball out quick. They got some athletes on the edges. So we got to keep an eye on that, but we'll just stick to our game plan and rock and roll from there.
All right, looking to go 6-1. Coach, tell us who you brought with you for the roundtable tonight.
Yeah, this is my guy Braylon Williams. He's a running back, outside linebacker. He does it all, just like all of our Bristol kids. Put him in anywhere, wing back, running back. He's a great kid on and off the field. He's one of the best athletes I've ever got to coach. He's going to do good things.
All right, so Braylon, tell us about this past win over Interboro. Any highlights that stick out for you?
Man, the main highlight is just the team chemistry. Like, just being with my team, bonding, just working hard. It just brings the team together. Like, I don't really care about my highlights. I just care that my team and me are all on the same track, same time, every time.
And is that an attitude that you kind of expect other players to have? Like, that's something you are preaching to your teammates as well?
Yes, sir.
That's the mindset for a winning team.
Yes, sir.
How about your favorite coach? Not just on this Bristol team necessarily, but over your life, going back, a coach that, maybe for whatever reason, you still hear his voice a little bit.
No shade.
No, we're excluding our coaches that join us.
Right.
So no Coach Oros.
My favorite coach for real is just my Coach Yachty. Like, he developed me as the person I am today. Like, running back, I just got into running back like last year. He really just made me better. Just made me a leader for my team. And when I'm on defense, he's just a great coach in general.
I mean, was that also because he had high expectations for you and expected you to kind of live up to a certain standard?
Yes. He always sets me at a certain standard.
All right, so this week, Academy of New Church, any keys, anything that you think you guys need to do to get a win?
Just practice hard, stay disciplined, just trust the process. We're 5-1 right now. We're looking great. Just gotta keep staying disciplined.
Yeah, process seems like working out pretty well right now, getting some good results. How about your favorite moment in your school day?
I think it's my lunch. It's just my friends, just talking.
Yeah, and take a break from all the academics and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it seems to be a popular choice for the show tonight. Well, thank all of our players for joining us, and thanks to Braylon. What about after school? You got any post-graduation plans or?
I'm looking into college. I really want to do a 4-year college and play football in college too.
Yeah.
But it's all just, I gotta be disciplined. I just gotta be ready for it. Take step by step.
Turn some heads this year as this season progresses.
Yes, sir.
And as you guys continue to pick up wins, good luck this week against Academy of New Church. Big thanks to the Bristol Warriors for being with us as they continue their season. All right, Braylon, Coach Oros, appreciate it. Hold on, we got to get our snapshot here, capture the memory. In a couple of weeks, we got Captain's Week coming up. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks to the Warriors. And we got Egan coming up next. Come on down, the Birds. getting set to tangle with NG, Newman Goretti. Great rivalry over the past number of seasons, and Egan with an opportunity with a strong finish to position themselves here for some 2A postseason action, and we thank them for joining us. You guys got your cheat sheet?
The paper.
Yeah, so Newman Goretti, Coach, always with some good athletes.
Absolutely.
And it really does seem like there's been a big rivalry over the past bunch of years.
I'm sorry. They didn't have a pen. All right, well.
Right, I mean,
yeah, it's been
close games.
Because it's always
there's been a lot on the line, typically.
And there is again this year. It's the way the league works. We're 3A, they're 3A. It's us, them, and Carroll. And
it's like you win this game, it makes your
you
season.
win this game and you get into the play-in game, so you get a chance to go to the playoffs. We're kind of in the same position we were last year. We had one more win at this time last year than we do now. But the season kind of went the same way. And last year, the first game we played Goretti, we really changed the whole temperature and the whole atmosphere of the season. And I'm kind of feeling that now. They understand, I think, that unfortunately our season starts this week because whatever happened before doesn't matter. Right? It does matter in a sense of football-wise and getting better.
Right,
but as far as moving into the PIAA playoffs, between now and the end of the season is when we really have to play our best football. Last week we asked them to come out with more energy. We did. We played well early. I made a really dumb mistake. You could say because I'm first-year coach, but I went for it on a fourth down that really put us in a bad spot, and I think it hurt us. So lesson learned. So we just have to be a little more patient in what we do, I especially, and the players are at the point now where I see their play really starting to ramp up.
Well, I mean, that's really encouraging. It sounds like that's been a really good week of practice in that regard then.
2 weeks. Last 2 weeks have been very good weeks of practice. The best 2 weeks we've had all season.
All right, so some good energy
Absolutely.
Going into the game against Newman Goretti.
Yep.
Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight.
Okay, first we brought a junior, Jaden Thaynor. Jaden is a receiver and a cornerback for us. He is he's probably leading our team in receptions. He's a great cover guy. When we were, after I made the big mistake of going for it, it took them about 4 minutes to get down there. They scored with 27 seconds left in the half, and these guys, especially him and some other of our defensive backs, were making great plays and great pass defenses, almost got me off the hook. But, you know, they're very good at what they do on both sides of the ball back there, and he's probably one of the better ones. Right here, Jeremiah Reed he's a sophomore. He's an offensive tackle, and he's a starter. He plays defense too, but primarily offensive tackle. I'm his position coach, so I can speak to his abilities. We feel as a program that he's a cornerstone, a block that we're going to build both our offense and the defensive line with for the next 3 years. And he has great wheels, and he did a great job. I think he's one of the best guys in the weight room as far as his increases and his effort and his learning how to lift. He's only going to get better, and it's going to be exponential. He's going to be exponentially better by the time he leaves our program.
Guys, welcome to the show. Jaden, we'll start with you. You were the first to be introduced, so we'll talk with you first. What do you expect this week? What are you hearing from your coaches? Key to a win against Newman Goretti.
We're expecting a big game like always. Newman is pretty much our rival, so we know they're going to come in with a lot of energy. We just got to execute and minimize mistakes.
All right, as you go through your school day, what's one of the best moments for you? As we check in with all the players, not asking about all football stuff, but, you know, what?
I'd probably say my physics class.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends in that class, a good teacher, and I just like that class a lot.
All right, we got to shout out the teachers. Who's your physics guy?
Miss Gorey.
Or girl, excuse me.
Miss Gorey.
All right. All right, so what has been one of your highlight moments this year?
I'd probably say versus Archbishop Ryan. I had let up a touchdown, but then the next drive I got it back, scored a touchdown. Then next drive after that I got a pick. So I feel like I kept us back in that game.
Yeah, that's a great series right there. So as you're getting ready for this game, and you agree with your coach about like the energy during practice that you guys are about to maybe have your best game yet?
For sure.
All right. Well, hopefully that's the case, and see an improvement each practice is.
Yeah. We're definitely, since like the first week of practice, we've definitely been developing, getting better as a team.
All right, so asking everybody who's with us about their favorite coaches, not just the guys with the Egan football program, but, you know, those who, on our Coaches Roundtable show, they played Little League baseball and soccer and all kinds of stuff.
I probably have to go with my youth football coaches, Coach Dave and Coach Joey. They definitely built me to be the player I am today, and I probably wouldn't be as far as I am without them.
I mean, what kind of life lessons do you think they maybe were able to share with you? And
they really just showed me that like I have a shot no matter, like I'm pretty small for a DB, but they showed me like heart over height, and I can go out there and just show them what I could do.
I love it. I love it. Well, keep competing, and good luck this week against Newman Goretti, and hopefully you guys get your best game yet.
Yes,
and as we got Jeremiah also with us, welcome to the show. So how about your favorite coach?
My favorite coach, I would have to say that is my Little League coach that first taught me how to play football, John Liberty. He really taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about ambitions and how to become a man on the football field and off the football field. And he really built me as a person, more football and in life.
And it sounds like you kind of enjoy putting in the work as far as the weight room and stuff like that. You guys seeing as you go through this season how the off-season work you put in is starting to pay some dividends?
Absolutely. Coming into the weight room this year, we knew we had to see a lot of improvements, and I think we really got a lot of that because we've seen a lot of guys come in there, happy to be there, happy to come in there and put in some work to get the outcome that they want.
And you feel like you kind of had a leadership role in that, developing some of that culture?
Yeah, because really everything that you do doesn't start on the field. Everything you do starts in the weight room, in the classroom. Everything doesn't come in one spot. So working in the weight room really helps us develop into our play on the field.
All right, how about your favorite moment in your school day?
Favorite moment in my school day has to be chemistry class. Chemistry, I want to grow up to be a doctor, so I think a lot of the stuff that I learned in chemistry is it really helps me and it teaches me a lot.
That's awesome. Well, good luck in all your future aspirations. And this week against a tough Newman Goretti team, as you got a big game in front of you. And hopefully you guys can, like Jaden was saying, kind of have your best performance yet. You feel like the energy has been good at practice, and you feel like even though you had a kind of a setback this week, that you still see points of improvement with your team?
Absolutely. At practice this week, we've seen a lot of more guys into practice, really focused and dialed in. It's definitely been a lot more of a group effort more than individual effort, and we've seen a lot of our guys come together to help each other improve.
Well, great to have Coach singing both of your praises and kind of talking about maybe a cornerstone here on the offensive line for Egan football. Appreciate you guys being with us. Best of luck this week against Newman Goretti as you guys look to even things back up or get to 3-4 here on the season and all that other stuff. Forget about that. This is the game against the Saints. All right, well, we're going to step aside and return here to Sandy's in just a little bit. We got the Neshaminy Redskins yet to talk to, and I think that's it, right? And we got Neshaminy's game on WBCB, a great game, game of the week, as they have Penridge, and could be league championship implications on the line in that one. All right, we'll be right back with more from Sandy's in just a moment.
Okay, smile. We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, back here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, and we've saved the best for last. Well, I like to stay neutral, kind of like Switzerland here, as we have all the high school football programs with us. But Neshaminy off to a great start, 5-1, and set to do battle with a great Penridge team that has not suffered a defeat yet this season. And it is the game of the week. We got it on WBCB. Really appreciate Coach Felis for being with us and bringing his players out here each week. Coach, congratulations on the big win against CB West, 28-18, the final. Kind of give your players a little bit of love, some credit. Where was the difference, the differentiating points in that game?
Yeah, thanks for having us. We appreciate the show. This is a fantastic show.
We try to have some fun.
To celebrate high school football in the area.
Yeah.
And, the guys get a good meal out of it. I get a good meal.
Celebrate the players for sure.
Celebrate the players. We're thankful. But you know what? You talk about Friday night's win. It starts on the practice field with us. Tribute to these guys, the way they practice and how they prepare, not only on the field, but studying the scouting report, studying film. And these guys are relentless on the practice field. So, that's the credit to them and how hard they work. Obviously the weight room has been a very important part of the offseason. But, Friday night, I felt like we played a very physical brand of football on both sides of the ball. The two things that we wanted to do was run the football, and we did that. And we wanted to be able to stop the run, and we did that. CB West is a great team, and they did some really good things on offense with their quarterback. He got his yards, but I felt like, when we had to get a stop on defense, we got a stop, and same thing on offense. And we need to get a couple first downs in the second half, fourth quarter. We were very opportunistic, getting a few first downs and getting that clock running. But, like I said, it starts with practice with our guys.
All right, so a good week of practice this week. Penridge, maybe even a greater challenge, as they've also been playing great football, and they're 6-0 so far this season.
Yeah, we have a saying in our program, it's a big game because it's the next one. So these guys have really bought into that philosophy. It doesn't matter who we play on Friday night. Our preparation must remain the same each and every week. But, yeah, Penridge is a very well-coached, solid football team offensively. They're very balanced with the run and the pass. They get some different offensive sets. Their quarterback's extremely talented. Defensively, they're very solid. They didn't give up a lot of points. They're very disciplined. So, it's going to be a very, very tough challenge for us, but we're going to accept that challenge.
Neshaminy got their work cut out for them, but ready for the fight. Coach, tell us who you brought with you for the roundtable tonight.
We brought our center, Jack Marion, and our defensive end, Corey Kenoy-Webb. These guys are the guys in the trenches. Jack obviously is the center, and offense, he's the first one to touch the ball, and he's been doing a tremendous job for us up front. I think our ability to run the football is a tribute to to Jack. And, like I said, Corey on defense, if you look at the stats, he's relentless. But, 11 sacks. He has 14 tackles for loss. He's in the opposing team's backfield consistently. But, you talk about guys that practice, and these two, they're one-way players, but the way they practice all day long is a tremendous tribute to them.
Well, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight as we're looking forward to a big game against Penridge, and we can get all amped up and excited about it. You guys have to just look at 1 week at a time. Jack, how's the chemistry on the offensive line been developing throughout the season? Seems like a lot to celebrate as you guys rack up some big yardage with the ground game.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the 5 of us and how we've been able to make holes for our running back Carter and really just tear up some of the defenses. And I don't think that Friday should be anything different. We've seen their defense before, and I think the 5 of us have an answer for it. I'm pretty confident in our chemistry.
So what's the key this week against Penridge? Anything specific you would point to as far as one side of the ball, or I guess as an offensive lineman, controlling the trenches is job number 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this week during practice, us and our O-line coach, we went back to the fundamentals, really trying to treat practices like it was August again, and just try and work on our feet, getting everything right. But I think we're all pretty confident that we know our assignments and we can take care of business.
So when you're treating practice like it's August again, that means kind of going back to the basics and working on some basic technique stuff?
Yep.
All right, so this week, as you get ready for this game, feeling some energy from your classmates throughout the day that they recognize that you guys are doing some big things, and after that CB West win must have gotten some appreciation from some of your classmates in there. What's that like?
There's a couple pats on the back for sure, because that was a big win. We've been doing pretty good on a winning streak. And, yeah, you can really feel it, and our student section's great. I can tell that football is big this year for Neshaminy.
And do you feel it on game day, or do you kind of get locked in and you are in kind of another realm?
I don't really get too worried about the big crowds. I mean, I'm used to performing, sport-wise, with, lots of people watching, but I think that it really home field advantage, too, since it's our fans cheering us on Friday. I think it'll just help more.
They want one more element
to
push you guys over and get a W in a big game. How about your favorite coach? Checking in with some of our players here, getting to know the guys, and it could be a Neshaminy football coach, somebody from your past.
I'm going to have to give it to a Neshaminy football coach. My favorite coach, Coach Kelly, our O-line coach. I really think he's great, and he's done a great job of guiding us in the right direction.
I mean, what elements do you think make that?
He's on the younger side. He played for Neshaminy.
I go back to my Neshaminy days too, and I worked with Coach Chamberlain, who I think still is around Neshaminy a little bit, Coach Joe Chamberlain. And one of the things that always stuck out with me, he had all these phrases like, "I'd rather be dead than be red in the head," and all this crazy stuff that he would say. That's some of the fun stuff that make coaches memorable. Sometimes they're just they're putting on a show out there a little bit. There's a little entertainment factor with some of those guys.
Yeah, he definitely tries to keep practice a little entertaining. He's still young enough to where he can joke around with us, Okay. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right, well, good luck this week against Penridge. Thanks for joining us here for the Roundtable show. And let's talk to Corey. Welcome on in.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so 11 sacks. That's pretty impressive. And just halfway through this season, any of those plays stick out for you, as far as they were a turning point in a certain game?
Probably my first sack against Emmaus, just to start off this season. After that, nothing really.
And that Emmaus game kind of set a certain tone for this whole program this season. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, how about your favorite coach?
Favorite coach?
Yeah.
Coach Mitchum, best D-line coach.
Now, what about him makes him the best D-line coach?
Just the way he coaches, the technique he performs for us, the way he gets us ready for our games, the film we put in with him, everything.
Coach was talking about how you guys do a lot of work off the field to be ready, to be prepared. What is that process like for you? Are you looking at a playbook? Are you looking at computers, or a Microsoft Surface, I think they use on like the NFL sidelines.
Computers,
Yeah.
huddle, just looking at film, keep everything tight and everything.
And make sure you're all focused in and
Yes,
good
sir.
to go. How about your favorite moment in your school day?
Favorite moment in school day? Probably have to be gym class.
Okay. Hey. and again, another break from academics and just
Yes, sir.
stay loose, have a good time. All right, what's the key to having a good time against Penbridge and to make sure you guys get a win and key to a victory over this tough team?
Really got to focus on our technique, what we've been doing for practice, keep going, hard work, everything will all come together.
Yeah, so did you also kind of go back to some basic technique stuff this week, or was that just the offensive line group?
Maybe just a little bit, but more of the offensive line group.
Well, guys, good luck this week. Really looking forward to the game on WBCB as Neshaminy takes on Penridge. And we'll see, man. It's a huge clash of titans when it comes to how the league is playing out this season. But I know you guys are just focused in on this one game. Take it one game at a time. So good luck to Neshaminy, and thanks, guys, for being with us tonight at Sandy's. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you having us.
Appreciate it, guys. Good luck this week. All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks to Brianne O'Neill, our video engineer, to Ava Fife, who is our social media director, social media associate, and especially to the coaches and the players. We couldn't do it without them. So big thanks. And to Sandy's Beef and Ale. One more time, also, the Challenger Basket Fundraiser is on Monday, October the 6th. Goes on from 6 until 9. They got a big screen TV, flyers, tickets, other great prizes that you could win, and also support a great cause as high school football players help special needs athletes play the game on Sunday, especially a lot of these Neshaminy guys volunteer their time for the program. All right, that'll do it. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next week here from Sandy's Beef and Ale.